University has taught me so far, across my whole experience, just to gain a bit more confidence and independence. I moved away from a tiny Cornish village back to Brighton, and it was a really big experience, but also quite daunting because I'd never been somewhere so big to live.
So far at university I have learned a lot, not only in my course, but also skills that will be transferable to future careers. For example, at university it's a very independent learning experience, so time management is something that you learn quite quickly, along with organisational skills, as most of the time your learning is very individual and self-motivated, so those skills are definitely something you'll pick up along the way.
So one of the things that university has taught me is the benefits of being open to possibilities. Through studying my degree, I have developed my understanding in many different fields, and I'm now considering going into careers that I'd never considered before my degree. For example, it has really developed my interest and my passion to support children and young people through expressing their opinions and their feelings, and to communicate how they're feeling. So now I'm considering a master's degree or a career in speech and language therapy, which I hadn't considered before starting my course.
I also think that university taught me teamwork, working with other people within the WP ambassador team, working in my student rep department. So I really get to see university as a two-way process of me trying to work with my teachers and them giving me feedback. So it's been really great tool to help me improve that skill, especially if you're shy. It really can boost your confidence over time. So that's something that I've learned alongside my journey at university.
University has taught me a lot of skills, especially project management, which I've peaked in interest in recently after taking a module on it. It was an 11-week project which I had to do by myself, and involved creating my own project that doesn't exist so far in the world, and starting it from scratch. So what my project was, I created virtual reality training for law enforcement. Doing this taught me a lot of things. It taught me my weaknesses, which were lied within budgeting and finance, and my teachers at the university recognised that as well. So what they did to help me out is gave me a lot of materials, learning materials that I could use to gain more insight into finance and budgeting, and improve my skill set in budgeting.
Another thing I'd say that it has taught me is many general life skills, such as living independently and how to manage your time effectively to ensure that you can meet lots of different demands and balance your schedule a lot better.
I would also say that alongside the extracurricular activities, my law school society have introduced me to an area of law that is really interested. It's called commercial law. So I was able to discover this area of law, attend open days in many law firms in London, even though it was virtually and in person, but it has opened me that door to be able to communicate with recruiters or potential workspaces for the future. So it's been really great in that sense. If I need any support with my CV or personal statement, the university has services to offer alongside that.
Studying any degree at university allows you to figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are. For example, I didn't know that I was able to read academic literature until coming to university, but equally I didn't know that I wasn't very good at listening to a lecturer and taking notes at the same time. So you'll definitely figure out what works for you and what doesn't, and where your strengths and weaknesses lie.
I spent that first year, I gained a few jobs within the first couple of months of living here. I was able to manage my finance and meet lots of new people, and all of that confidence kind of built up my independence in itself, because the more that I started to think for myself, the more I started to believe in myself.